Hi guys, it's Clarissa from Dr. Arnson's class, and today I'm going to be talking about how to read more or how to incorporate more reading into a busy schedule. Now, as readers or even people who don't read, we often make excuses as to why we can't read, whether it's because of families, other obligations, school, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to go through some ways that in the past couple months I found have helped in incorporating more pleasurable reading into my schedule. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is formats. Audiobooks are a wonderful tool to use to read while multitasking. So apps like Audible or even borrowing audiobooks from a library are going to be very beneficial to kind of getting through your TBR list a little bit faster. I will listen to an audiobook while doing my makeup in the morning. I will listen to an audiobook while driving to and from work. It's just really useful to get reading done while doing kind of the more routine or mindless tasks throughout your day. And the second format I'm going to talk about are ebooks, whether that's on a Kindle or a Nook or even on e-reading apps. To bring with you a compact device is a lot easier than a bulky book, and you can have multiple books on that device. So whether you're waiting in line somewhere or you're traveling on the subway, you can just bring out your device and get some reading done, whether that's 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It's still going to get that chunk of reading done for your day. The next thing I'm going to talk about is space, or creating space for your reading. You want to be comfortable. You want to have that spot that you can kind of sink into your story when you do find those moments. So whether that's going to a coffee shop or library, or having a little reading nook or room in your house where that's a little bit calmer and with less traffic, or if even in the bathtub where there's really little distraction, you're going to get your best reading done, or most immersive reading done there. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is finding the motivation to read. You need to put it up on your priority list a little bit in order to get it done, as with anything else. So instead of scrolling through social media at the end of the day, or binge watching Netflix, or even listening to music, try and replace some of those things with reading. It's really a lot easier than it sounds. So instead of going to the Netflix show, which is going to be easier to press play rather than kind of sitting down and immersing yourself in a book, it can be a lot easier to do those things. Just find that motivation to pick up the book instead. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is if you find yourself in a reading slump, or you feel that the book you just read wasn't very good and you wasted your time, I highly recommend picking up one of your favorite books and rereading it, because it's just going to remind you of why you love reading in the first place, and it's really going to motivate you to go and find something out there that is going to interest you a lot more. It's just going to pick the pace back up again. So that's all I have for my tips. I hope some of them were helpful, and please feel free to share any reading tips with me. I'm open to it, and I'm always looking to incorporate more reading into my schedule. Thank you.